The law is clear. And the Prime Minister of all people will tell you that he has to follow the law. And so the public has a right to expect that the law will be respected and carried out. And now that the presentation of petitions under the law has occurred, it now triggers a series of steps that will take place. Steps in which the Governor General must, under the law, ask the Chief Elections Officers to verify these petitions, and they must be done within a period of time. And all of that has to trigger a referendum once the legal threshold of 10% of the voting population has been verifiably passed. So there's no opinion as to whether it is a waste or not a waste that will stop it once the legally verifiable 10% threshold has been passed.
It is my view, my personal view, my humble view, that a matter like the proposed bill, constitutional amendment bill, is of such national importance. It's proposing fundamental changes to our constitution, and that will affect every single citizen of this country. That definitely, even if you were to ignore the fact that we have now triggered, or we have now reached the 10% threshold of voters to trigger off a national referendum, the National Assembly on its own volition should do the moral thing, the right thing, and call for a national referendum to be held on this issue. The Prime Minister has insisted, saying that there is a national mandate and that Belizeans are in favor of this ninth constitutional amendment bill. Well, you know something? If that be the case, then hold the national referendum.
The Prime Minister has made it clear that he sees these public consultations as important, as an important process of democracy. So we hope that 21,000 people will be enough of a public consultation to show that this is an issue that should be taken to a referendum. It is what people want, and it should be respected. We launched the petition on September 12th. Today is October 12th. We had 1 month, a very short period, to accomplish a very high optimistic goal, which gladly we did. So we worked with many different people. We tried to get volunteers in all constituencies, and we even worked with some NGOs. We also sought the guidance and the advice from Oceana, and we followed their process of collecting signatures. So there were many people involved, organizations involved, and many people were involved in collecting signatures. We did not pay people to work. They were given an allowance of $2. As I mentioned, this was a process per signature, correct. We wanted to get a well-rounded collection from all constituencies. As you know, many constituencies consist of small villages. It required a lot of transportation. It required that these volunteers eat. And so they were given a stipend to cover their food and their transportation costs, yes. Second of all, the whole Ashcroft Alliance thing is your way of wording it. Friends of Belize is a non-governmental organization that has multiple sources of funding. That is not up for question or for discussion at this time, because what we're trying to discuss is the fact that Friends of Belize launched a petition for a referendum. Why did we do that? We were quiet on the issue since July. The petition was launched in September. We wanted to see how it would progress. We saw that the public consultations were becoming basically a political rally. So we felt that it was a matter of importance that something else should be done. We heard the call. Many people were calling and asking for a referendum on the issue. We thought that it would be a good objective or a good mission or a good task for our organization to take up, because our organization is an NGO that's dedicated to promoting and pushing for policies that will strengthen the Belize's economy. One of the ways we see that done is through foreign direct investment and through domestic investment. We believe that the amendment, such as the 9th Amendment, could threaten that.